Welcome to week one of Finding Your Soul's Voice. I am Laura Lalaki, vocalist, and I have been reawakened to my life's purpose. A lot of us put it away, but are you walking in your life's purpose? That's what we're doing together. So I hope you're ready because this has been a journey for me, and I hope that it's going to be a very good journey for you too. Now, this is a 12-week series that was inspired by the book called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. Now, I am not officially tied to her, nor am I endorsed by her or connected to her in any way. This is just simply my journey, my story, my soul's awakening that I'm inviting you to walk with me and find your own way. Because a lot of us are just walking in the shadows, and we know we're supposed to be doing, but maybe someone told us we couldn't, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Maybe we have impersonator syndrome, whatever the reason it is. Maybe you're just not happy deep down and you're walking around this world with a mask on. And it's time to remove the mask and enjoy this life and to live in your purpose. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about why I was stifled. I started singing at the age of 3 in church. They gave me the microphone, and that microphone and a song lit my heart. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. And at 3 years old, in church, singing that song, it lit all my buttons up. So I knew that that was the path that I wanted to take. I was in talent shows. I was in church choir. I was in anything that I could do to sing. Elementary school choir. I was always singing. I was always performing in my room, always having fun, always taking pencils and acting like they were microphones, having concerts to myself. Grew up, got accepted to the Youth Performing Arts School when I was 14 years old. Had the opportunity to travel the world and get into the tour choir. And then at the age of 16, I found out that I was expecting. And everything changed. Those who supported me in my singing still love me. They still rally behind me. However, I was told that I could no longer live the dream that I wanted to live. And from that day forward is when I stopped living in my life's true purpose. Yes, I have a healthy, happy son. Yes, I'm married. Yes, I have a wonderful husband. Yes, I have a life. But guess what? Deep inside, deep inside, I knew that something was calling and I just wasn't listening. So the first thing that we're actually going to talk about this week is being a shadow artist. And this is when we actually hide our light. Now, many of us, we're really born to create, to sing, to write, to dance, to build, to have a ministry, to anything can be artistry, right? Maybe you're an attorney. That's your artistry. That's your talent, but you didn't go for it because for whatever reason. But something along the way made us put it away. And we put all of those creative gifts in a box to be put on our heart's shelf. Maybe you were told that you're too young. Maybe you're too old. Maybe you feel that you're too busy or it's too late in life. Maybe you've told yourself these things. I did. Now, I told you that shift happened to me when I became a mother at 16. And in that moment, I believe the world's voice of telling me that I could not anymore over my own spiritual voice, my own listening to my higher power. I was told I needed to grow up and to be practical, to forget those singing dreams. And I listened. But here's the thing, the artist within never dies. When we silence our own creative voices, we often become shadow artists. And I didn't really think about that term until I actually read Julia Cameron's book, The Artist's Way. I highly recommend it. Go ahead and buy it. There is a link to that in my description as well. But when she said shadow artists, I understood exactly what she was talking about. Shadow artists gravitate toward creative people. We support their dreams. We pour our energy into helping others shine. And then we convince ourselves that being close to their shine is enough, right? In my case, I have a very talented husband. He is a musician in his own right. I love being around his energy. I love him. But he also feeds my soul because he lives in his purpose. Now, when we're shadow artists, deep down, we're really suffering in silence. We long to create. We ache to step into our own spotlight, and we actually fear that it's too late. Let me tell you this. It's not too late. I'm 55 years old. I don't feel 55. I don't look 55, and I don't act 55, okay? So in order to start this, we have to start really looking within and looking the demons in their face, and also facing the lies that we have actually told ourselves and what others have also led us to believe. So to fully step into your creativity, you must confront the quiet but powerful lies that you've actually started to believe in yourself. Maybe you've told yourself, I'm not talented enough. I'm too old to start. No one cares what I gotta say. I have to take care of everyone else first. Now, listen, these beliefs did not form overnight. Some were handed to us, some we built ourselves. Hard but true. But they feel like facts to us. But they're not. They're myths. And now we're going to bust them wide open. So we're going to do some things in this first week that is going to set the tone and continue throughout this 12-week journey. And we are going to make sure that we are honest in these actions and that they help us to move forward, okay? So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to get a journal, or you can get my workbook. I have a journal, and this size is perfect for me. This I'll show you the second one later. Every day you're going to wake up. If you're married and your house is busy, please set a timer or find some quiet time. Let husband feed the children, whatever. You've got to take time for yourself. I can't make you do that, but I'm telling you it's a critical part to what you're doing. So take your journal, and every day you're going to write 3 pages, just free form, free flowing. They don't even have to make sense. You know, if you don't have anything to say, write blah, blah, blah. I don't have anything to say. Oh, I hear the birds chirping. Oh, I feel terrible because I'm not fixing my kids' breakfast. It doesn't matter. It's not necessarily what you write, and it doesn't have to make sense. This is to actually start your creative flow, okay? So that is your first assignment. Get you a workbook, get you your favorite pen, find you a quiet place, and in the mornings, even if the kids, like you get the kids off to school, take at least 15 to 30 minutes to write in your journal, okay? That's critical. That's critical. You're not going to reread them. Biggie. You're going to write in your journal, and you're going to close it up, put it away. You are not to read any of your morning writings at all throughout this whole series. You are just supposed to let things flow out of you, regardless of what they are. There's no guilt, there's no shame, there's no agenda. You just let it come out. Okay? Then, number two, you're actually going to start with affirmations. Affirmations feel strange at first. They're hard for me. They were very hard for me to start doing. But you're going to start saying powerful truths out loud. And they may feel a little forced and may feel really uncomfortable at first, but you got to keep going. Repetition is how we heal. Repetition is how we rewire ourselves. Repetition is how we end up believing. The more you write them, the more you say them out loud, the more you let them wash over you, the more they will sink deep into your subconscious and loosen the grip of those stories. So you're going to write 3 affirmations every day, 5 times. And one of my affirmations is, I am getting better. And what was it? I am getting stronger day by day in every way. That's just a sample of one that I do. I change them up. I switch them up. If you want to look some up, you can do that. I have a couple of samples of those in my workbook. Just anything that feels good to help you start busting those myths in your life and getting your brain to really actually start working on what you want to tap into your creativeness. Now, I'm going to share a couple of things that are personal, and also how I have actually started to get into the routine of doing this and tapping into my creativeness. So as I started this journey, something really unexpected happened. Like, my creativity really started to explode, and I was shocked at that. So I would get up in the morning, write in my journal, have my cup of coffee, my house is quiet. Then I would write my affirmations. I always get dressed to do my walk before I sit down with my coffee, so that as soon as I'm done with my journaling, I put my earphones on and I go. I typically walk between 5 and 7 miles a day, which takes me about 2 to 2.5 hours, depending on if I'm running or if I'm walking. Now, during my long walks or runs, I listen to the corresponding chapter of The Artist's Way for that week. So if I'm doing week 1, I'm listening to on audiobook week 1. And then afterwards, I wanted to start tapping into my creativeness, what makes me happy, what makes me feel good. So I really started listening to music again. And I mean music that I hadn't allowed myself to listen to in years. Karen Carpenter, The Parliament. I always listen to Prince and Joni. But things that I loved, The Barge, Ella Fitzgerald, gospel. And why did I do that? Because for a really long time, listening to music would remind me of what I wasn't doing. It would really press on the wound of my abandoned dreams. It would stir up sadness and longing for me to want to be able to do that in my life. But I wanted to reawaken that love, even if it was a little painful. So I started listening with different ears. I would pick a song, and sometimes I would just play that song over and over and be like, wow, I didn't hear that at first. Wow, listen to that background. Wow, listen to her soaring those notes. But I wanted to reawaken that, and I wanted to reignite my fire. So slowly I began to listen again. All day I'd have music on. I'd hear it even when I'm working, especially the music from the 70s and 80s, when I really grew up with that. A lot of 60s. Stuff that used to make my soul dance. Stuff that I used to have to pretend concerts in my bedroom, right? And I was singing to the world and the world didn't know it. And you know what happened? Something beautiful happened. In those walks, in those runs, I would be suddenly hit with creative busts. I mean, big old bursts. I'd have to stop mid-stride to pull out my phone and record quick snippets of lyrics that had come to my mind, or melodies or poems or something that was fascinating to me. I would have to stop and record them in my phone so that I wouldn't forget to write them down. It was if the creative river inside of me that had been waiting to get out bust like a big dam, like the Hoover Dam. It had been waiting for me to pay attention again. It didn't feel forced. It didn't feel scary. It felt like coming home. So if you start to feel those creative sparks during this journey, pause, capture them, take a notebook with you if you need to, use your phone recorder if you need to, write them down, record them, hold on to them, put them in a folder. Even if you don't know what to do with them yet, it's actually your soul speaking to you. It's actually your soul speaking to you. So here's some of the practices that we're going to do this week. Number one, you're going to do your writing every morning, 3 pages. Write without judgment. There are many ways to just do that. Get to a quiet place. These are free flowing thoughts. Your worries, your dreams, your complaints, your gratitudes, whatever comes out, just do it. And if you don't have anything to say, just write blah, 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 blah. I don't have anything to say. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know what to say. Right? Just write it. 3 pages. Do not reread them. Not now, not tomorrow, and not until we finish this series. This is not about release. Oh, excuse me. It is. It is about release and not review. This is about releasing and not reviewing. Then you're going to do affirmations. This is your second task. Choose 3 affirmations each day. Write each one 5 times and say them out loud as you write. Feel the resistance, because I had a lot of resistance. Feel the awkwardness, because I had some awkwardness. Do it anyway. So here are a few affirmations that you can start if you don't even know where to begin, right? This will help you tap into your creative spirit. You do anything that is for you, but this is some suggestions. My creativity flows freely without fear. I am open to new ideas, opportunities, and inspiration. My voice is unique, valuable, and necessary. I trust the process. I trust myself. Or you can say, I trust my creator if you are a believer. I create with joy, curiosity, and freedom. Listen, you can use these or you can write your own. The key, though, is just to be consistent, right? Now, here's a twist that is not in the book that I started to do. Many years ago, I heard something that stuck with me, and I don't know where I heard it from. When you truly want to heal, write letters to the people who have hurt you. Write to the people who you wish things or a situation would have turned out differently. The catch to this is, you're not going to mail these letters. They are here for your healing, not for their inbox. And some of these people may not even still be on this plane. I began doing this, and the release I felt was so powerful that it shocked me. I would pour every ounce of feeling into those letters. I didn't hold back. I cussed. I fought. I told them exactly how I felt. I cried in some. I screamed into the paper some. I was just honest. But when I was done, I'd fold them up, take a deep breath, and I would burn them on my grill in the backyard. And as the smoke started taking effect, I would say out loud, you no longer have any control over me. I release this pain. I can not hold this pain anymore. It will no longer haunt me. These feelings will now only create healing and creativity. And you know what? It started working, and it is working now as we speak. I encourage you to do the same. Write your letters, feel it, burn them safely, and say your release, whatever you want to say, your release. Pray over it, whatever you want to do as they burn. and then let it go. Now, there is something funny about this, and I'm not going to share that in this week, but next week I'll share something that happened that completely shocked me with I call them burn letters. But for now, I just want you to prepare your heart for this journey. Okay? So before I close this out, I just want to give you a very loving reminder. This process will stir up feelings. Some are going to be exciting. Some will be very uncomfortable. Some may bring joy, and some may bring up things that you thought you buried a long time ago. This has been a very emotional journey for me. It's okay. It's a part of the journey. There's going to be moments when you feel like quitting. There's going to be moments when you're going to feel afraid. Maybe you're going to feel enlightened. Maybe your heart is going to, in my case, I'm feeling all the feels. But doing this work is necessary to step into your life's purpose and to experience your life's real, true fulfillment. And here's something really beautiful. When you show up for yourself, you quietly give permission for others to do the same. Your healing, your courage, your journey will inspire someone else to help them find their soul's voice. And this is why I decided to share. Because someone else may be suffering. Someone else may be thinking it's too late. Someone else may be thinking their life just doesn't matter. And I'm here to tell you that is not the truth. You don't have to do life perfectly. You just have to do it. And I really want us to do it together. So share your comments, share your epiphany, share your shaking in your boot moment. I'm here to listen. I want to hear all of it. Now, I have a workbook. You're not required to use it. Okay. It's just where you can write out the things that we talked about. Each week I will release another workbook and you'll be able to get that. It does cost very minimum, very, very minimum. But it's to help you get on your journey. And then I also have a Facebook group that we will share these journeys as well. And please make sure that you join that. All of the links are attached to the description, and I look forward to seeing you there. Lala's not taking this journey by herself. I have actually been through these weeks. I am currently in week 7. So I am ahead so that I can make sure that I share my journey and my epiphanies and my experiences with you. I'm really looking forward to learning about you, spending time with you. Let's grow together. Let's network together. Let's uplift one another together because the world is heavy, but we don't have to stay there. We can continue to spread light. I am Laura Lalaki. I'm a vocalist and I'm a soul sister living her life purpose. I'll see you next week. Be blessed. Go be a good human. You never know when a smile, a simple smile, can save somebody's life. Sugar. Bye.